So we're going to look at some trigonometric identities. So we've already met one. We talked about tan theta is sine theta over cos theta. And the other ones we need to know here in this course are what's known as the Pythagorean identities. And in Year 11 spec, there's a whole load more of them. So if we consider this diagram here, so the point P here is xy, it's on a unit circle. That's a circle of radius 1. Should be clear from Pythagoras that x squared plus y squared is 1 squared, which is just 1. So note I've used an identity symbol here. You'll see it quite a lot with equal symbols. There really should be identities, but I'm not always using identities these days either, because it's not what you see most of the time. Now, using trigonometry, it should be clear that x is cos theta. So if you think about cos theta, it's equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse, which here is x over 1. So x is equal to cos theta, and the same argument gives us y equals sine theta. And therefore x squared plus y squared becomes cos squared theta plus sine squared theta. So cos squared theta plus sine squared theta is 1. That's a Pythagorean identity. The reason it's an identity is it's not an equation to solve. This is true for every single angle. Now from there, you can get these other two Pythagorean identities. I'll just show you how to get one of them. So cos squared theta plus sine squared theta is 1. If I just divide everything by cos squared theta, then cos squared over cos squared is 1. Sine over cos is tan, and therefore sine squared over cos squared is tan squared. And 1 over cos is sec, so 1 over cos squared is sec squared. And there you go. So tan squared plus 1 is sec squared. And also, you've got this one, and all you do differently to get that is just divide everything by sine squared instead of dividing by cos squared. So those are your Pythagorean identities. And we can use those to answer questions. So we want to simplify these. Well, in this case, if I just factorize here, we know that sine squared plus cos squared is 1. So the answer there is just 3. Now, we know that cos squared theta plus sine squared theta is 1. Well, that means that cos squared theta is the same as 1 minus sine squared theta. So 3 minus 3 sine squared theta is 3 lots of 1 minus sine squared theta. So that's just going to be 3 lots of cos squared theta.